Hello, Virgo. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm just going to have you take a deep breath with me and in and out. All right. Let's just start with a Facet Garden Oracle deck. I haven't done a reading for Virgo in a while, which is when your name popped up on my little slips of paper on how I did it. I was like, oh wow. Hi Virgos, how are you? So let's get to it, Virgos. I mean, so far we have Scarecrow and we have Winter. And then I feel like there's a lot more that just wants to be coming out, but I want to get one more. Okay. And this is that one more. Core. All right. Let's start with the Scarecrow. A solitary figure, sorrow, scorn, or shame that is steeped in the past, that which is not meant to be. Have you been spending a lot of time alone being sad about something? Winter. Spiritual connection, reflection, and rest may indicate mental or physical hardship, a dark night of the soul that ultimately leads to enlightenment. All right, yeah, that's if any of you are on the twin flame journey, or feel that the twin flame journey may resonate with you, I highly suggest looking that up, researching all the different karmic, soulmate, and twin flame, just to make sure like you are clear. But this feels that there is some people that are coming into the union phase of the twin flame journey. If you are going through a time where you are mourning a relationship or yearning this spiritual undescribable yearn for somebody else, that it is purely within it's the when you break it down, it's almost purely just a spiritual tie from a contract that you made in a past life, or in the spiritual realm before you came here, before you were in these meat sacks. And so there's a number of unions that are coming together. And I'm getting that with the Winter card, it may be both that you might be going through the dark night of the soul now, and in wintertime, 444 on the clock, in wintertime, you may be coming to your point of that union area, that union point, because of the I mean, everyone heals in a different manner, and the whole journey is about healing yourself and loving yourself, kind of thing. So it could be that you're joining together now. It could be that you're going through another enlightenment, like the Dark Night of the Soul enlightenment experience, and then you'll, in wintertime, you will be, or when it snows, you will be reuniting. Those are the two different, like, time frame-ish that I'm getting from that. But definitely a time of reflection. It feels like this, this isolation. You may have been in a much more sad or emotional state, but now it's coming to a point that it's much more emotional in the reflection area. It's much more emotional in the ways that are like, it's like you're using the emotion to better yourself instead of I guess just instead of however you used to experience your own emotions. That is just one of those things of however you experience your emotions. I believe it's now you are changing your relationship with your emotions. You know how people say, like, change your relationship with food, change your relationship with the gym. You're starting to change your relationship with your emotions in order to be able to further your path and stop any sort of stagnation that's been happening. And this last card, Core, pure energy, generator of life, the mysterious inner mechanism that animates our world and the collective soul of the planet. I think that's another thing that you're learning. That it is all, people say it's all about the inside, but it is all about the core, our core vibration. The Earth's core defines what happens all the way up to the surface. Like, it's the heat doesn't reach there, but imagine what would be different if there wasn't a heat, like, vibrantly hot core in the Earth. I'm not a scientist, so I haven't gone to science class in a while, but you know what I mean. Like, when our soul vibrates on the highest vibration, and I mean, we continue to evolve, and we can go in all sorts of different layers of vibrations. But as our soul continues to vibrate at higher vibrations, those vibrations actively reach the outer parts of us. Like, they get to the surface levels of us, and that is what is able to be communicated energetically to the people around us. That's like why we're gravitating towards some people more than other people, depending on where our vibration is and where their vibration is, because it's just like when we get on the same frequency, it's something that is just innate within us to gravitate towards. We understand people that are on the same frequency, like a radio. When you're driving through different cities and you're playing the radio, 97.5 isn't going to work at every single state, isn't going to work in every single city. It's going to be static in some areas, and it's going to be choppy in some areas, but in some areas it's going to be clear as day, and you're going to be able to hear every single thing super, super sharp. But that's not everywhere, and it's like finding the areas that you are on the same frequency with others. And so that's I feel that's like this journey that you are embarking, and it feels very successful. It feels very like it was heavy, and now it's becoming brighter and lighter and more uplifting, and it's easier to understand, and it's easier to just wrap your head around all of these things that used to make you so sad, used to make you isolate for different reasons. It's your relationship with things seems to be evolving in a way that is raising your frequency and keeping it there too. Of course, it's always something that you have your own free will, so you can always choose to go against, and things do lower your frequency. Interacting with people does lower your frequency, but like it feels like you have, like, it feels way more positive and very, very attainable to keep consistent. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care and take what resonates, leave the rest behind.